guys, what's up? GamingAndGear here. So this is my new video about the 660 Ti and what my opinion of it. Honestly, I don't think it's that great a card. I mean, when you look at it, what I'm going to say is it doesn't live up to the hype. So let's take a trip down memory lane. We have the 8800 GTX from NVIDIA. It's a great value buy. It has nice performance for the price, and people love it. Then comes Fermi. The 460 Ti is also a great value. I'm sorry, just 460, not Ti. We'll get to that in a minute. And then the 560 Ti comes out, and that is a fantastic value. Obviously, the anticipation for the 660 Ti would naturally be higher. So let's look at the naming scheme, because I think we're going to find something here. I'm ignoring the 8000 and the 9000 here and the 200 because they don't really matter in this. But all the 400 series, no Ti cards. The 500 series, you have the 550 Ti, the 560, the 560 Ti, the 448 core edition of the 560 Ti, which actually isn't a 560 Ti, but we'll get to that later too. And then we have the 570 and the 580. Notice that the 570 and the 580 don't have the Ti because they're high-end cards and there's no cut-down version of them. Now, there is no cut-down version of the 550, but what I'm getting at here is that you can bet that there's going to be a cut-down version of the 660, just the plain 660, and I think that's really what's going to rock the world. My predictions for it is it's going to cost around, sorry, my chair is squeaking, it's going to cost around $225 to $200, most likely around $200, because the other one was the regular 560, I think, was around $175 when it launched, so that was $75 cheaper than the original. And I predict they're going to cut down the cores and the clock speed more, not the bus, because that would really hinder performance, but they can't keep keeping in the same amount of cores as the 670. And they, that's basically my predictions for it. I don't have any predictions for the 650 Ti, but I don't know why they named the blank, 5 or 650 Ti. I guess that was just a naming thing. But let's now get to the architecture thing, because I don't really know what they're going to do, because normally what NVIDIA has done is they've had the G blank, either F or K for Fermi or Kepler. They've had the 104 and the 110, and then they've had implementations of that between first and second generation, and maybe they'll go to third generation of Kepler. I don't know. It's so damn efficient and powerful. So the 104 cards were in the 500 series, 550, 560, 560 Ti, and that was it. Now the 110 was the 580, the 570, and the 560 Ti 448 core edition, which was just on the cusp of the 570. That was dramatically cheaper too. If you can still find one of those, they're a great card. But I honestly don't know what they're going to do, because cutting down the cores at this point, unless they're really having yield problems with the GK104, which they might be, because remember how all those 670s and 680s were out of stock? Or remember how the 670s weren't out of stock a lot, but the 680s and the 690s were more? Yeah, that's because they have die issues and manufacturing yield issues. I am 99% sure that's what it is. They've denied it in the past, but when you have a card that you can disable the cores to make it a fully functional card, but then you have a card where you can't disable any to make it a fully functional one, and you have more of those cards that can be cut down to work and less of the ones that can't, that means you have ones that are at the point where they need to be cut down. So then what we have is, we know that they're going to be using the GK110 in the Tesla workstation card. So this popped up as a rumor on the internet a little while ago, which was, hey, why did they hold back on this? Why did they hold back on the architecture for that? One of the reasons was that they wanted to keep I don't know if they wanted to keep their market competitor alive, but they saw how bad in comparison the 7000 series architecture was. I forgot the name of it is, and so they decided to release their planned mid-range card, the 680. Of course, it was going to be called the 660, as the top dog, and let it absolutely destroy the 7970. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to make a new version of the architecture, like a new implementation, a new GK of the architecture for these lower end cards. But I don't know. Tell me what you guys think, and if you enjoyed this video. I just thought it was a kind of something I needed to talk about because I needed to get this off my chest of what I thought of this. So please remember to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and check out the new official Gaming and Gear website. Wow, that sounds really awkward for me to say that at this point. But I started up a website. Currently, it doesn't have much on it, but you know, I will definitely keep adding to this in the future. It will become kind of like my, I don't really want to post an article, but I want to share this with you guys kind of thing. Or I don't really want to post a video. So, thanks for watching. Please remember to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and check out my new website.